I'd like to share with you a practice this evening, a little bit different practice this evening, to maybe open us up to a little bit of guidance on what we can let go of. So this is a practice that comes from one of my teachers from the shamanic world. My teacher is Dr. Jose Stevens, PhD, wonderful teacher. He and his wife, Lena Stevens, who you might be familiar with from the Power Path. I read her moon updates at pretty much all of our circles as well, and bring that into the mix. And I will read her update a little later as well before we close tonight. But I wanted to share this practice that Jose shared in a healing earlier this week. He did a full moon healing on Thursday night that I was a part of, and I just love this practice. And we called in, as part of that healing, we called in the hummingbird as an ally, and it was very interesting to me because that very day I had been outside working with my land, and I had seen a hummingbird. It actually came and stared me in the eye, buzzed right by, and then took off earlier that day. And then that evening in the healing, Jose called in the hummingbird. I was like, wow, this is definitely a sign. And so I wanted to share this energy of the hummingbird with you all as well. And this is a practice that actually comes from the Toltecs. And the Toltecs are from Mexico. And they are a wonderful indigenous people with many practices. You're probably already familiar, but this is a practice called Hummingbird Flies to the left, Hummingbird Flies to the right. And so, very simple practice. Go ahead and close your eyes, come back to that comfortable seat. Take a moment to get grounded and come back to your presence. Maybe we'll take 3 long deep breaths together to ground. Deep inhale and exhale. To balance, deep inhale. Deep exhale. And to center, deep inhale. Deep exhale. On your next inhale, taking the chin and the head over to the right as far as you can go with a deep breath in. Close the eyes. And with hold the head to the right. With the eyes closed, take your eyes all the way to the left as far as you can go. But keep the head facing to the right. Take the eyes all the way to the left. This is Hummingbird Flies to the left. Take your gaze as far as you can to the left. Hold it here and pause. When we focus the eyes to the left like this, we are calling in abundance. The hummingbird is an amazing creature. The hummingbird can fly, literally defying all what you would imagine a creature could do. It can fly to the right, to the left, it can fly up, it can fly down, it can fly forward, and it can fly backwards. It's an amazing, amazing creature, and it flies so quickly and swiftly that it makes us realize that anything is truly possible. That is the message of the hummingbird. So if you haven't already exhaled, exhale, bring your head back to center, and then inhale the head to the left. And with the eyes closed, take the eyes over to the right. And hold the eyes here to the right, breathing deeply. When we took the eyes to the left, Hummingbird Flies to the left, we were turning our gaze to abundance. When we take the eyes to the right, Hummingbird Flies to the right, we are focused on Spirit will show us any limitations, anything that's holding us back. And this is what we can identify to release, perhaps as our full moon intention. Now, as you focus your eyes to the right, if nothing's coming immediately, that's okay. Don't put pressure on yourself to come up with anything that you want to release. Just allow. When we are in the full moon energy with setting our intention, we're in the full moon energy a full 24 hours before and after the actual full moon, which comes tomorrow morning. So if you want to sleep on it tonight for your intention, that's totally fine. Just hold the space for that intention and hold the idea of letting go of anything that's holding you back. And then turn your gaze with an inhale back to the right as you take your eyes to the left. Focus on abundance. Turn your gaze back and take your head back to the right. Gaze to the right. Sorry. Head to the left. Gaze to the right. Focus on what you're letting go of. Releasing any limitations. And just go back and forth and see what that feels like. It might feel a bit uncomfortable. It might feel a bit unusual. It might not be anything you've tried before, turning your head one way and your eyes the other way, but as you move and as you breathe with it, notice that it does get a little more comfortable, and it's actually quite interesting. You can actually feel yourself expanding your perspective in perhaps ways that you had not even thought of before. And it comes as a reminder from the hummingbird that anything, truly anything, is possible. We have abundance. And we have the ability to identify and release any limitations standing in the way of that abundance being beyond measure. We all have the capacity for this abundance to embrace it. It's just our only limitations are those we impose upon ourselves. So what if we completely let those limitations go? Allowing the Aquarius full moon, the blue moon, to support us in letting those go and to expand us into that abundance. Wherever you are, complete your cycle and then bring your head back to center, eyes back to center. Go ahead and roll them up to the third eye as you inhale deeply. Feeling the energy cycling up through your body, from the base of the spine, all the way up through the crown of the head, drawing that earth energy up, send it up to the sky. And then as you exhale, bring in that light of illumination from the full moon in through your crown, send it spiraling back down, down to the earth. Connecting the earth and the sky and grounding yourself. Becoming completely present. Ask yourself once again, am I aware? And just be in that awareness. Be in that presence. Be in that clear and open space. Take a deep breath into the heart, into that open heart space. Drawing in energy from the divine through the back of your heart. Send it out as light through the front of your heart. And one more deep breath in to balance the right and left sides of the body. Inhaling deeply. Visualizing the masculine energy on the right. Exhale deeply, visualizing the feminine energy on the left. Bringing them into balance. And just hold that space in your heart. Hold that intention of opening up to releasing any limitations and allowing the full moon to support you Again, the full moon peaks tomorrow morning, or whatever time it is for you. It's for me, Sunday morning, August 22nd, 8:01 a.m. Eastern. So whatever time or time of day that converts to for you. Hold the intention of opening your heart. Hold your heart open to calling in and finding your divine tribe. And knowing that each and every person all around us in this global moon circle, whether they're watching now, whether you're watching later, that we are all connected in this as well, and that our divine collective supports the release of those limitations and the unfolding and allowing and opening of extreme abundance all around.